Please be seated. Mr. Kading, you may continue with your cross-examination.
Thank you. All right, Fatima. Now, one other thing. You had indicated on direct examination that there was no return flight from Iraq. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. Is that not because your mom was going there to get your brother's passports?
I don't know.
Do you remember talking to me on May 1st?
Yes.
And we talked about that issue?
I don't remember that.
Let me hand you exhibit 525. Your Honor, sorry, may I approach the witness
Yes.
with exhibit 525? Miss Ali, if I could have you read lines 6 through
What page?
14 of page 74. If I may approach, Your Honor.
You may.
Retrieve the document. So, Miss Ali, one of the points of going to Iraq was to get your brother's passports, right?
Yes.
Okay. And that was so that they could travel to Iraq without having to get visas in the future, right?
Yes.
And you and the rest of the family already had your Iraqi passports, right?
Yes, an old one.
Right. And so your mom didn't know how long it was going to be for those passports to get made, did she?
I don't know that.
Action speculation. Sustained.
Did you talk to your mom about that?
No.
Okay. Just one final question. Then you said that you didn't communicate well with your parents, right?
Yes.
And was that because you often didn't tell them things?
Sometimes.
Okay. Thank you. No further questions.
Mr. Leary, cross-examination.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for being here. If you had to say whether you were closer to your mom or your dad, is it correct in saying that you're closer to your mom?
Can you repeat that for me, please?
So if I asked you, are you closer to your mom or your dad, you would say that you're closer to your mom. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. So we've talked a lot about October 18th, the day of this incident, correct?
Yes.
And that was a Friday,
Yes.
and that there was a trip planned later that afternoon, right?
Yes.
And you had made a decision at some point before that to not make yourself available for that trip, correct?
Yes.
And so that was kind of the point of running away that particular day, right?
Yes.
Okay. And your parents had a pretty good idea of kind of what you had at your disposal. And let me explain that question. For example, they knew that you didn't have a cell phone at the time, correct?
Yes.
And I'm going to ask you that you raise your voice just a little bit because you're very soft-spoken, okay? You weren't working at the time, correct?
Yes.
And you probably didn't have a lot of savings, right?
Yes.
And by your own account, you didn't necessarily have a plan as to where to go, right?
Yes.
And so you left at 4 o'clock in the morning, and did you set an alarm?
Yes.
Is that a yes? Okay. You
I'm
shook
sorry.
your head yes.
I said yes.
Okay. And I will say that this is true for every witness in terms of having to be corrected as to yes or no. All right, so you had so when you went to bed on the 17th, you had a plan. You're going to wake up essentially in the middle of the night, early morning, correct?
Yes.
All right. And you knew that at some point your parents are going to wake up and find you gone, right?
Yes.
Did you have your own bedroom?
No.
Who did you share a bedroom with?
My little brother,
Okay. And how old was the brother that you shared a bedroom with?
6 years old.
6 years old? Okay. And so was he a heavy sleeper?
A little bit.
And so you were able to wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning and not wake your brother up, correct?
Yes.
And so you didn't say anything to your little brother when you left, fair enough?
Yeah.
Okay. So your parents wake up and at some point in the morning they figure out that you are gone, right?
Yeah.
Or at least that was what you would assume, fair enough?
Yes.
Okay. You didn't leave a note, correct?
Yes.
And it wasn't like you had a car at the time, right?
Yes.
Okay, so as far as they knew that you have just disappeared, right?
Right.
And they don't have any idea kind of where you are, correct? Correct? They don't know where you are, correct?
I don't know that.
Well, they wouldn't be able to track a cell phone, correct?
Right.
You didn't tell them where you were, right?
Yes.
And there's no note, right?
Yes.
So, you know, they may have ideas where you may be, but they don't necessarily know where you are, correct?
Yes.
And they don't know if you're safe, right?
Right.
Okay. You described kind of your mom as being worried at varying points in this day, correct?
Can you repeat that for me, please?
So, at times you've described her demeanor as worried about you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Obviously about your condition at the school after this incident, right? You described her as worried at that point, right?
Yes.
You, earlier in the day, you indicated that you had seen, or you thought you may have seen either your dad, your mom, or your sister, or some combination. Is that correct?
Yes.
And where was that?
It was right at the sidewalk in the road near the Safeway and Walmart
And this is before school?
before school.
Okay. And did you draw a conclusion as to whether they were searching for you at that point?
Yes.
And what was that conclusion? That they were searching?
Yes.
Okay. And who did you see at that point?
I didn't see anybody. I just saw cars.
Okay.
Familiar cars.
And was it one car?
No. No.
So what cars did you see?
My dad's and my mom's car.
Okay. And were they traveling together or in close vicinity or separate?
Close vicinity.
Okay. And were you able to see who was in the car?
No.
And do you think that they saw you based on the proximity to where you were?
Yes.
And your conclusion is that they may have seen you?
Yes.
Okay. And your response was to then hide, right?
Yes.
Okay. And there was no verbal communication back and forth at all. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. So you talked about this trip that you kind of learned about in the week or so beforehand, correct?
Yes.
And mom had a conversation with you about kind of what it made sense to pack, right?
Yes.
And was that a conversation that occurred in your room or somewhere else?
Downstairs.
Downstairs? Was anybody else present?
I don't believe so.
Okay, so it's just you and mom having this, and mom's like, okay, we're gonna go on a trip to Iraq in the afternoon on Friday the 18th. Is that accurate?
No.
Okay, what information were you provided?
To pack clothes.
Okay, for a trip to Iraq.
Yes.
And but you knew it was on Friday the 18th, is that right?
Not by my mom.
Okay, and was that, you tell me, how did you find out it was on the 18th specifically?
From my sister Henning.
Okay, all right. And you believed that that was accurate, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have talked about that you felt like it was to basically get you out of Olympia, correct?
Can you repeat that for me?
Like, they were taking you in part because they didn't want you to be with Isaiah. Is that one of the things you were suspecting?
Yes.
Okay. You've also talked about that your mom was kind of lonely, right?
Yes.
And she missed her sister, correct?
Yes.
And that was also one of the reasons for the trip.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So we have kind of the description of what happened at the school, and you're walking across the parking lot, and we saw you on exhibits 1 through 4 kind of show your path to the jurors, correct?
Yes.
And you saw it was a green truck, is that right?
A gray truck.
Oh, I'm sorry, a gray truck. My hearing is not as good as it once was. Okay, so a gray truck. And you saw it and you're thinking, could be my dad, I hope it's not my dad. Is that fair?
Yes.
And were you able to see inside the truck?
No, I avoided to see inside the truck.
Okay. And so, so you have no idea if the people in the truck saw you because you were kind of avoiding eye contact. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. And so you then go to the bus stop and then you see or are told that your dad is approaching, correct?
Yes.
And so you're not surprised at this point because you were clued off as far as the gray truck, correct?
Yes.
And so at this point you have no idea whether your dad is with anybody at this point, correct?
Yes.
You don't see your mom, correct?
Yes.
And you don't see your sister Haneen, correct?
Yes.
Or your sister Noor?
Yes.
Okay. All right, so then you talk about this conversation with your dad where you describe him as calm in terms of his voice, and he's having a conversation with you initially, correct?
Yes.
And did you see him walk up to you? Were you able to see him approach you?
No, I avoided that.
Okay. So somebody told you dad was coming and then you avoided? Is that what happened?
No, I just didn't look behind me.
Okay. And so at what point do you know that your dad, does he call out to you? Or at what point do you realize my dad is actually here?
When I turn around,
Okay. So you turn around and he's how far away from you?
right beside me,
Okay.
in
And
front of me.
Is it, okay, so you turn to him and you have and you're face to face having a conversation.
Yes.
And he didn't run up on you, correct?
Yes.
And didn't have his hands raised initially, correct?
Yes.
And he's just having a calm conversation with you, correct?
Yes.
And is that conversation in English, in Arabic, or a combination?
In Arabic.
Okay. And is that common for you?
With my parents?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So when you're in the house, the primary language is the primary language Arabic?
Yes.
Is it almost exclusive when it's just family?
Sometimes we can speak English, but most of the time we're supposed to speak Arabic.
Okay. And so there was nothing about him speaking Arabic to you that was like, okay, I'm in trouble because he's speaking to me in Arabic, whereas normally he speaks in English. It was just, this is a normal, how you would normally converse, correct?
Yes.
And if somebody was to watch kind of the initial approach, there was nothing that you've described as unusual about this approach. He didn't run to you, and he's not yelling at you initially. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. So, we've heard you describe kind of how things kind of went downhill from there. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. And the confrontation with your dad, correct?
Can you rephrase that for me?
So I'm just kind of breaking it up. So we started out by turning around and there was kind of a calm conversation in Arabic, correct?
Yes.
And then the conversation somewhat escalated, correct?
Yes.
And then there was some physical confrontation between Isaiah and your dad, correct?
I don't know that.
Okay. And I should also just say, I appreciate you saying that you don't, what you don't remember, because all I want to talk about is what you do remember, okay? So you do remember a physical confrontation with you and your dad, correct?
Yes.
And that, as you described, is more of your dad's actions as opposed to you responding, fair?
Can you rephrase that for me, please?
Absolutely. So what you've described is you're not fighting with your dad.
Yes.
Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And so your dad has his arms around you, and you remember kind of your own hand coming up into view. You have a memory of that.
Yes.
Okay. And your memory, as you've described, is kind of, you remember certain pieces. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. At this point, when the initial calm conversation started, you did not see your mom, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And he didn't tell you mom's in the car, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So you have no idea whether she is still driving somewhere else in Olympia in her car, fair?
Yes.
Okay. So then you are kind of, I'm just going back to my notes. You kind of have these images, a lady holding a phone, and you feel the dirt on your face. You've described that, correct?
Yes.
Okay. You don't recall that you were speaking or that you were able to breathe, fair?
Yes.
Okay. At some point, you then start to kind of regain consciousness, correct?
Yes.
And you suddenly realize that you are no longer in your dad's grasp. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And you're still somewhat on the ground, correct?
Yeah.
And your mom is behind you and has her arms around you, correct?
Yeah.
And she is saying, my daughter, correct?
Yeah.
And do you recall how many times she said that?
I don't remember.
Okay. You have described that you felt like your mom was trying to protect you from the chaos. Do you remember that?
Can you explain that to me?
Okay. It was a very chaotic event, correct?
Yes.
And that's just from what you remember, correct?
Yes.
And there are pictures that you have seen that the state, Heather Stone showed you, that kind of showed more than you remember. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And that would appear to be very chaotic. Would you agree?
Yeah.
There's a lot of people around, right?
Verbal response.
Yes.
Thank
Okay.
you.
And you are at times standing, correct?
Yes.
And at times you were on the ground, correct?
Yes.
At times you were bent over, right?
Yeah.
And there's different positions with your dad, correct?
Yes.
And there appears to be a large number of students around attempting to intervene, correct?
Yes.
So somebody who's looking at this from the outside, a fair description would appear to be that this is a very chaotic event, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And then, so you wake up, you're kind of seated on the ground?
I was like sitting and like kind of leaning down on the ground.
Okay. And your mom is behind you, right?
Yes.
And so your back isn't on the ground. Your legs and bottom may be sitting on the ground, but you're kind of bent at the waist. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And your mom is on the ground behind you with her arms around you, right?
Yes.
Okay. Now, you had a lot of pain at this point, right?
Yes.
Okay. Pain in your neck,
Yes.
pain in your throat.
Yes.
Okay. And you're somewhat confused at this point, right?
Yes.
Because, I mean, I think Ms. Stone asked you how long this happened, or how long this was going on. And you said, I don't know, right?
Yes.
Which makes sense, right?
Right.
Okay. So you kind of are coming to, and you felt pain in your neck, right?
Yes.
And you didn't necessarily know what had happened, right?
Right.
And you wanted to communicate to your mom that your neck hurt, right?
Yes.
Because you were confused and in a position you had never been in before. Fair?
Yes.
Okay. And so you then wanted to get words out to your mom to say, hey, my neck hurts, right?
Yes.
And you have described repeatedly that you were not able to tell your mom what you felt, right?
Yeah.
And that was because of the pain in your neck, correct?
Yes.
The difficulty swallowing,
Yes.
the raspy voice,
Yes.
and the fact that you were just kind of coming in and out, getting better, but coming out of consciousness. Fair?
Yes.
And you described that you didn't think that your mom was trying to hurt you.
Objection, speculation.
Overruled.
You can answer.
Can you repeat the question, please?
You have shared with the police and with others that you felt like your mom wasn't trying to hurt you. Fair?
Yeah.
Okay. And that was what your conclusion was at the hospital when you talked to the police, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. You talked about her being worried, particularly at that point.
Yeah.
Okay. Scared?
Yeah.
Sad?
Yes.
The prosecutor said, was it normal for your dad to hold you that way? Was it normal for your mom to hold you that way? You had never been in anything like this before, correct?
Yes.
Okay. So, normal or not normal, your mom is just there holding you as you regain consciousness, correct?
Yeah.
Okay. And how would you describe her voice as she's saying, my daughter, my daughter?
Yelling?
Yelling?
Yeah.
Was she yelling at the other people, trying to have them stay away? Was she just yelling out loud?
I have no idea.
Okay. So we had a chance to talk with you. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
On Zoom? Ms. Stone was there, I was there, Mr. Kading was there, and that was on Zoom, right?
Right.
And were you in the same room as Ms. Stone? As Heather?
Yes.
And then I was on the screen, correct?
Yes.
And so was Mr. Kading?
Yes.
Okay. And I think they've shown you some transcripts of various conversations. Do you remember telling me, when I asked you about the tone of my daughter, and you described the tone as sad?
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, let me. Okay. All right. So I'm holding Exhibit 525. Can I approach?
You may.
Thank you, Your Honor. All right, so this is the transcript from May 1st, okay? And I can show you the page if you'd like, but I'll have you go to page 55. Can I approach again, Your Honor, just for sure?
Yes.
So what I'm looking at is start on line 19 and just read to the bottom of that page. And you said that you felt like she was saying it to you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And then I'll have you turn to the next page. And I asked you about her tone on line 18 of 56, if I may approach, Your Honor.
You may.
Thank you. So 18, what was her tone like? Okay, and just read down from there. And when I asked you about her tone, was it loud? What was angry? And your answer was it was sad.
Yes.
And then at the top of that page, on line 7, I asked you, does your mom primarily speak English, Arabic, or a mixture? Do you remember that?
Yes.
And you said primarily Arabic, correct?
Yes.
And then you offered she doesn't know much English. Is that
Yes.
accurate? Would you say that her ability to speak English is better than her ability to read English? If you know.
Can you rephrase that for me, please?
Absolutely. So if somebody started speaking to your mom in English and then handed something written in English, from what you have observed, does she appear to understand English better when speaking or when she's reading it?
Speaking?
Okay. Does she read English?
No.
So it's not very long that your mom's holding you, correct?
I don't know.
I mean, fair enough. From when you kind of regained consciousness to when you started running to the school, we're talking about a pretty short period of time. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Couple minutes or less?
I woke up in her arms, so I have no idea.
So, and I'm speaking from the point that you woke up to the time that you started running away. How would you characterize that period of time?
Like about a couple minutes.
Okay. And then she went with you or toward the school, correct?
Yes.
But then she wasn't able to catch up to you, or did not catch up to you, correct?
Yes.
And then you didn't see her again?
Yes.
Okay. I know we're up against the time. I just want to see if I can be done. I really appreciate you answering my questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
I could hit the exhibit?
Yes.
Thank you.
Members of the jury, at this time, I'm going to ask the bailiffs to bring you forward. It's at the end of our day, and so we are going to be in recess until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. Just a couple of things. You probably think I'm like a broken record, but please remember all of the instructions that I have given you. Please continue to be vigilant in ensuring that you do not view, hear, see, communicate anything related to this case. And truly thank you for your time and your attention. We will see you tomorrow morning. Ms. Stone or Ms. O, can you please indicate Larry. Thank you. We will be in recess until 9 o'clock tomorrow morning. All rise. Court's in recess.